Peace, 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 peace. I'm going live on two separate stations, so two and my Facebook. So just give me a moment because it's my first time doing it. So yeah, peace, 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 and revolutionary good. It felt like the summertime and the sun's not out. I had every door open. I still got it on. I just closed my doors. Open every door, shades, everything, and let all this air come in. I did a couple of rituals with my frankincense and myrrh, set some intentions, and they are fireworks. You hear me? So my home feels extra good right now. But I wanted to come and deliver this message for you all today. Well, crowning the reading is there still seems to be, low vibrational energy that you're around that, it's just, I'll just sum it up as immature. And you're maturing through a lot of things, as you journey in your process. But you just have a lot of low vibrational energy that's still around, that lingers, that may not understand you, may not understand, that are just, they're just in an immature space. We're just going to leave it like that. So, there's nothing that you can do about it. You continue to grow. You continue to mature and become this person that you want to be. All right. So, those things will fall to the wayside. After a while, when you're vibrating so high, those things will flee, and then hopefully it'll help those people grow and get out of those low vibrational spaces. All right. So that's the crowning of this: growing and maturing around, you know what I'm saying, those who are not fully developed yet. We'll leave it like that. All right. So this is really good because a lot of these cards look like a reading that I had for someone not too long ago, and it was phenomenal. And so I guess we're coming into that period, which is great because, the last 2 weeks, or however you want to call it, it's just been, because, nationwide we got hit with bad weather, and, especially melanated beings, we know how to push through it, but it's a little bit tough because it messes with our melanin. So reconnecting back with source. All right. Because, okay, you got a lot of commitments on the table. I know I do. Okay. But things are going to start to move forward. They're going to start to come in rapidly and fast. All right. So keep your mind on the prize. Keep your mind on the vision and the work that you have to do. Okay. So hold tight. You know what I'm saying? There is going to be a shift, like today's shift, where everything is going to start to flow in. All right. I feel like a lot of you have done the work to just relax, clear your mind, your consciousness, so things that were stagnant and stuck can move forward now. All right. And in this moving forward, you have a lot of energy. Yes. Did you put some clothes on? Okay. What time is it? Yeah. Yes. You have some well, this is travel here for some. So those of you who are traveling, this could be overseas. This could be a family trip, I see, or whatever. But however, you're also moving forward into doing more things with your families because the Ten of Water is here. And so take that time. Take time for family. All right. And sometimes you need to talk with family. And when I say family, I could be talking about your regular, your blood family or your soul family. Okay. So this might be a soul family who's finally coming together, or you're traveling to this soul family to finally bond or have this time together. All right. And I see that flowing in quickly for some of you all too as well. And if you got mind on your money and your money is on your mind, don't worry about it, sweetheart, because it's coming. Woo! This is a job opportunity. I would say in like the computer field, the what does that look like? Computer marketing, something revolving around technology. And if you're not even there in those type of fields, just know that you're getting ready to it might not be a huge harvest, but it's always something. What I'm saying, there's always steps and things that we have to do. So take everything and be grateful for it. But here's a small stepping stone that's going to get you further to where you need to be. But yes, it's going to produce some financial stability to it as well. And some of you may be celebrating that coming up this week, celebrating this new job, or even getting out of debt for some. Finally being on that last course. But if you are focusing on your finances, you're getting ready to have a breakthrough. And so, okay, so with this low vibrational, and here's another thing, I feel like you're having to push through these immature energies, or not properly developing themselves energy to get to this. All right. So again, negative things will clear out of its way, because you do have justice coming in. You do have something that the divine does understand, where you may have been in a position to be abundant, and then maybe energy around it was deterring you from that. Go through my room and go out the back door. Because you are very knowledgeable, you have the skill set for this, right? And I feel like the divine just wanted to test you. Sometimes when we go through stuff, it's like, why am I feeling the way that I feel? What am I supposed to learn out of this? All right, Spirit, what am I supposed to do to go forward? You right? All right. So that's the test. Asking those 3 questions. All right. So what's happening? What am I supposed to, what am I supposed to learn through all of this? And what am I going to do to break through all of this? All right. Okay. You may just been in bad energy in spaces. It happens all the time, but you have to know that you have to move when Spirit says no more. Like, I can't be in this space anymore, because when you do that, not only do things come to you, but even being over in this space may elevate that space, because you might just be too huge for that space. So you got to go and put yourself on another scale. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with elevating. There's nothing wrong with elevating from a space, because it also helps that space that you have elevated from. That energy that was there, that you've elevated from, it grows too. And then when you get over here, it's like a small fish in a big pond, but you elevate too. It's all a part of humanity and its elevation. And your prosperity is there. You know what I'm saying? You shine and shine brightly. Okay. No time for loneliness. I don't know how many times I have to put this in, my readings, feeling, isolated and lonely, and oh, woe is me. We don't have time for woe is me. We have to break through. The spring is coming. We can't do woe is me's now. Okay. Cause everybody wants to go through this in the spring. Everybody wants, you want the environment to look like this in the spring. Okay. So we got to press through. I know, especially when the weather ain't on your side. Because, when melanated people, that sun start beaming, we do all types of things. But then when it hide from us, we be like, nah, press through, because this is in the spring. All right. Retreat. I was telling another one of my clients, retreating. Okay. A good practice to do when you rest at night is to keep your head covered. Cover it in white. If you can sleep in white, that's great too as well. You want to get to bed at a decent hour, no later than like 9:30. So when you're resting, you can receive your spiritual downloads. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and something is, saying something to you, calling you, you can write those things down. Okay. So can we practice that? You know what I'm saying? It's a very small tool, but it does incredible work. So let's try that. Let's try this week. Let's do it for a week or so. Let's do it 7 days, starting tonight. All right. We want to try to make it to bed early, no later than 10, y'all. Like sleep though. keep your head covered, keep your body covered, or you can be the nude. Nude is probably better. But regardless, keep your head covered and get rest. Like me, like I did this morning, like I do most of the time. I put my earphones on, I listen to my meditation music, and I zone out. Okay, and I get the most clarity that I ever need. You know what I'm saying? Or messages or emails or something that comes. You know what I'm saying? Just mind you, if you are doing this continuously. That's what I try to tell my clients. When I tell you to do this type of work, be consistent. Consistency is key to everything, to the keys to unlock every gate that you ever want. It's consistency. But you can't do it one time and be like, I'm through. You know, it has to be, you have to discipline yourself. You have to exercise that muscle, all right? Because you're going to be so emotionally filled off the work and the service that Spirit has granted to you. Some of you have spiritual gifts. And I mean, even all work is spiritually driven, okay? Because the divine has called it on your heart that you need to do this for yourself, for your family, for humanity, whatever that is. So I don't want to get boggled up in like spirit work and Orishas and candle magic and you know what I'm saying? Because I speak for the people at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? There's grandmaster teachers. There's a lot of teachers and people that are skilled at their gifts. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes before we can make it through those type of doors, you know what I'm saying? I'm the people's champ. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep it here for the people at the bottom that's trying to get to that space, that's trying to elevate. You know what I'm saying? So I keep all my messages kind of at a level of understanding that everybody can receive. You understand? And then there's different rooms. I even repost them. Shout out to Jamar Milton. Shout out to James Small, Professor James Small. My favorite, Dr. Kaba Kamene, I can't even get it out. Phil Valentine and all these Santos, you know what I'm saying? All these great grandmaster teachers. But before we get there, I kind of like want to be here with you all, because not everybody has the same knowledge and information. All right, but we can all get there together, but we all have to play on our playing fields. So again, your work and your service, keep at it. Again, the consistency, and do it in love. Do everything in love. Don't do it for the money. The money's gonna come with it. It's gonna come. Like it's a guarantee. Like the divine would not have you do all this work and then leave you broke. Like, no. And even if financial strains, it's a normal thing. But I will say this. When I talk to spiritual folks, you don't have to be living on a house on a hill that costs $10 million. We're not talking about all that. I mean, I want a big house too, but can we keep it to the number of people that live in the house? Like, I don't need a house that has 25 freedom rooms. Like, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? But your lifestyle should match the life the journey that you walk, the life that you live. Okay. I know people that have information, but clearly they're not applying it, because I can see how your life is going. Not because of your ups and your downs. I can see through your soul. Okay. So with that, with our work and our service, your life should reflect, your everyday today should reflect the things that you speak, how you feel, and yes, how you apply yourself to get, financial stability, freedoms, and things of that nature. All right. They have to reflect, they have to match. Because then if not, we're hypocritical. But like I said, we don't need these material things to define it. It's your presence, it's your aura, how you treat your children, how you treat your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Not the brand of car that you have. Is that what you call it? Brand, make, model, whatever. Not that. Not how many rooms you have in your home. Not cute little knickknacks that you can place on the walls. You know what I'm saying? My favorite knickknack in my house is plants. I have life inside of my home because I like to give life unto others. Understand? So those are the things that are always around my house. All right? So long story short, this is a good reading. we're getting ready to finally a flow. It's a flow coming. And like I said, as you're elevating, you will outgrow your space. Do not worry if people do not understand you. Do not worry about what people say. And don't worry about those things. And let me tell you something. If you're feeling triggered by people and the things that they're saying or the things that they're doing, you have to ask yourself, why am I triggered this way? Why do I feel this way? Answer yourself because you know why, and then move on. Heal it and move on. Or you'll be this low vibrational energy that other people are trying to elevate out of. But you right here because you refuse to grow. All right? You don't have to heal out loud. You can do it on your own. You don't have to tell nobody. You don't have to go through a therapist. You don't have to go to a spiritual healer. You don't have to go to a tarot card reader. You don't have to do none of that. You have everything that you need within. We're aids, but we are not the only way. You are the way, the truth, and that light. All right? And so continue to grow, continue to mature. And even if you know that you're in a space where if you've outgrown, you've matured everyone, situation, family, children, friends, you keep going because your consistency in your work is paying off. You're coming. This is the soul family that comes in. This is the soul family that comes in. Your blood relatives are great. We're not everybody got family. You know what I'm saying? And we love our family. But my family has never been my number one supporters. Ever. You know what I'm saying? And I love them dear. They always want the best for me. They always say good luck, things like that. But actually, no, that's never happened. You know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Unless I get stuck in a rut, they on the way. Because you know what I'm saying? That's a family thing. But I don't look for them to do that because I already know the space that they're in. They're not where I am. So how could I expect them to support something that I'm doing that they won't? They're refusing to tap into. And I have to still journey on. That's something that they got to do. But anyways, you are one of a kind. Good as a slice of pie. Wasn't this all delightful?